Welcome back to the TNT Podcast. Today we're going to be discussing the haunting of the RMS Queen Mary and trying to convince my dad that it's real.
Back to ghosts, I see.
Yeah, we're back to ghosts. I'm running out of the whole cryptids thing. Well, I'm not running out. I'm just, they're not convincing you. So,
And Ghost Star.
eventually. Construction of the Queen Mary began in 1930, and the proud ship was launched in 1934. Compared to the Titanic, the Queen Mary was quite a ship. She was almost 200 feet longer and while the Titanic weighed 46,000 tons, the Queen Mary weighed over 80,000 tons. The interior of the ship was even better decorated than the Titanic was. The ship was operated until 1967 when air travel became pretty much. I'm struggling.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. The ship was operated until 1967 when air travel pretty much made ocean voyages obsolete. From that time until the present, she has been converted into a floating hotel near Los Angeles, California.
Worst place they could put it.
Okay, man. Sorry, people from California. Since it had been docked, it had been reported as being haunted. The hauntings reached a high in the 1980s, and in 2008, it was named one of the most haunted locations in the world.
Yep. Another most haunted location. Joins the other 5,000 most haunted locations in the world, don't it?
During its time at sea, it was reported that over 47 people died aboard the Queen Mary. Although there are supposed ghosts that were murder victims, there hasn't been a single murder recorded in the ship, so that's probably could be true. A crew member named John Petter, what I think could be saying that wrong, was crushed by a door during a drill, and another crew member thought he was drinking gin that was actually cleaning fluid.
The rest of the people, too bright, was it?
That's speaking ill of the dead. The rest of the people who died on the ship died of natural causes.
So that means it's haunted.
Could be.
Could be. You're not convincing me very well when you say could be.
Places where people die probably have their souls in there somewhere,
Oh, okay.
Of course, this alone doesn't mean the ship is haunted, but the wartime services might. It was used as troop transport during World War II, and German U-boats just couldn't catch her. She was too fast. Hitler put a price on this ship if anyone could sink her, so that's how she's good.
Yeah, U-boats can't move as fast as boats because most of them's underwater. See, it's simple physics,
Don't start acting like a genius. Of course, this doesn't mean the ship isn't haunted. You made me mess up again. You gotta make me stop looking up for my script, dude. During operations, it was nothing for 15,000 people to be transported aboard the ship, which was designated for over 2,000 passengers. The ship was painted gray, and the portholes were welded shut and blacked out. And during the war, she was called the Gray Ghost.
Not the original Gray Ghost.
Numerous soldiers.
I ever tell you about the original Gray Ghost, John Mosby?
You have.
He was the man. I can tell you some stories about old Mosby.
Batman was also called the Gray Ghost.
No, but Mosby was real.
Batman could be real.
I don't think so. You don't know who Mosby was?
I know he was.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
He was the original Gray Ghost.
I know. You're a historic buff. I get it. You trying to? I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Oh, if I tell them a bunch of facts that I know, then the viewers at home will be convinced I'm the smart one. You don't know half my smarts.
I think you pretty much help them understand that part of it.
Thanks, buddy. I think you underestimate my smarts. Numerous soldiers. Was he a ghost though?
Gray Ghost.
Was he an actual ghost that you know about?
No, but he acted like one because he operated behind Union lines during the Civil War. That area behind Union lines was called Mosby's Confederacy because he pretty much dominated it. He had, he'd have like 25, 30 men. He'd have like 2,000 or 3,000 Yankees chasing him, and they couldn't catch him because he'd disappear like a ghost. They even
the history. Okay.
They took the planks up off the bridge that went into Washington because they was afraid he was going there and going to kidnap Abraham Lincoln.
Dad.
They did every night.
That's cool. The ship though.
You asked me.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know you were gonna go on another tangent again. Numerous soldiers died below decks from heat stroke from the crowded conditions, and it was reported that others jumped overboard after going insane on the ship. One report states that a crew member locked the chef in an oven, cooking him alive. It is believed that instead of 47 lives, the ship took over 300 lives, counting its war record.
He cooked the cook.
He cooked the cook.
What are they going to do about breakfast now? Man, I bet that stunk to the moon and back. Think about it. Ooh. You know they couldn't get that smell out of there, and the food had to taste awful after they cooked in that oven.
I don't think they cooked in it anymore.
Huh?
I don't think they cooked in it anymore.
How could anybody eat that crap?
In 1942, it collided with the
What?
Can you help me say that? It collided with the Caracayo.
Sounds good to me.
A small ship, cutting it in half. Much of the crew of the smaller ship was killed, while others died of hypothermia in the freezing water. The Queen Mary wasn't allowed to stop and assist the poor sailors because she was loaded with soldiers and couldn't risk being torpedoed by U-boats. At least 329 men died in this one episode.
Sorry we run you over, but we got to go. Maybe if you're here next week, we'll come back to we'll pick you up.
That's kind of quite literally what happened. Stateroom B340 is the most haunted cabin on the ship. Some people who work aboard the ship today refuse to enter the room. It is often debated who haunts this particular room. It is recorded that a third-class passenger named Walter Anderson died in that room. Legend tells a more horrifying story about a man having his body mangled by an apparition.
Every day.
One lady had her
Ghosts mangle people, every day. Kill them right and left.
Can you please?
I'm just saying.
Dude.
I see it all the time.
One lady had her cover ripped off in bed while she was asleep.
Ooh,
she woke up
naked.
Stop. She woke up to see the apparition of a man standing over her. Other guests have heard voices, and faucets often turn on by themselves. In the 1970s, the room ceased to be rented out until 2018 when it was reopened as a haunted attraction.
Here we go. Time to make $1.
Can you stop?
Pay out the butt to sleep with a Hank.
People are warned about entering and...
What?
Can you stop talking?
You messed me up.
People are warned before entering, and the ship acting captain still will not go in 340B.
What a wuss.
There are numerous other haunted locations that is believed that over 100 people haunt the ship. The first-class swimming pool is thought to be haunted by a young girl that drowned there. Boiler room number 4 is haunted along with the doorway where John Pedder was crushed.
So, he is cursed for eternity to be continuously crushed over and over again. That's kind of cruel, isn't it?
That could be it.
Oh.
Pedder is always seen wearing his blue coveralls. He often comes up behind people and whistles. Sometimes he asks visitors if they've seen his wrench. After asking, he then vanishes. The ship is the most haunted boat in the world and is a huge attraction for ghost hunters.
Old Pedder sounds like me and Donnie when working on our boats. Hey, where'd I put that wrench? Says Donnie. What wrench, I say. Then we spend the next hour hunting for it.
Some people see shadow people in the area of the ship, often at the now dry swimming pools. Shadows of people diving off diving boards are often seen. Some people report the presence of a young girl in a dress playing hide and seek in their rooms. Many people experience an eerie feeling while aboard the ship.
Of course they do. They're on a boat. It's floating. Waves make it move, so you're going to feel weird. It's not like being in a building on the ground,
It's discussion time.
It's called labyrinth sensitivity. You ever heard of that?
Here you go again.
Vertigo, inner ear, disorientation.
No, here you go again. No.
Seasick.
No, we're not doing this again. Here you go again with your flipping
tangents. Just telling you why they feel eerie. It floats.
It's the ghosts.
Yeah, it's a goat. Who put the goat on the boat?
Okay.
That rhyme. Who put the goat on the boat? You like that pretty good one.
It's discussion time.
Oh. No sense of humor. Okay. Rating time?
Discussion time, yeah.
Or discussion or rating?
Both.
Okay, what do you want to discuss?
What do I want to discuss? What do you think?
Do I think there's goats on the boat? No.
Ghosts.
Them either. I give it a 1.
So, all this means nothing.
Well, I mean, okay. People died on it in World War II. I'll give it a 2. Could be some soldiers, goats on there.
Stop saying goats.
That's you saying it now. Why are you so rough on your stuff?
Every time I write one, I think it's going to be the next 10.
I told you I ain't never seen no goat.
You don't have to see it to believe it. If you hear the evidence, you can know.
I heard the evidence.
You'd suck in a court system.
No, you would, because everything you tell me is hearsay.
Your Honor, shut your mouth. You weren't even there. Just what I'm trying to say is that what you would? That's what you'd say. You're like, I wasn't there, so you know.
He said, she said. See, that's hearsay. When you say somebody said they feel eerie when they get on a boat. Whoa, that's proof.
You think you're real funny, don't you?
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is TNT out.
Oh.